Buchanan, who celebrated a birthday yesterday. It'll be Cesar Hernandez in the leadoff spot once again. He's at second base. Batting second and starting in center field for the first time this year, Aaron Alter. Michael Franco will bat third and play third base, and batting in the cleanup spot and doing the catching, it's Cameron Rupp. Tommy Joseph at first base, he'll hit fifth. Batting sixth, the right fielder is Jimmy Paredes. Tyler Goodell in left field, he'll bat seventh. Hitting eighth, the shortstop Freddie Galvis, and batting ninth, the pitcher is right-hander Zach Eflin. So again, it's Hernandez, Alter, Franco, Rupp, Joseph, Paredes, Goodell, Galvis, and Eflin. Zach Eflin looking to bounce back after a tough go in his last start, as he was roughed up by Miami. And in the end of that series, he gave up 7 runs in 5 innings. And outside of that one and the very first start made by Eflin, he's been very good since coming to the big leagues. And that includes one start against the Giants, in which he got no decision but pitched 6 strong innings in San Francisco. And he'll take on a Giants lineup tonight that has been struggling lately. Denard Span, who's hitting .257 on the year. He leads it off. First pitch of the ball game tonight is a fastball, and it's a little bit wide for ball one, says Bob Davidson, but we are underway. 79 degrees. A little breezy here at the ballpark, the 1-0, and that's in for a strike. Right to left, that wind.
Oh, it's nice not having that steamy, just scorching humidity and heat we've had of late.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's down low. Yeah, it seems like at this point the only hot air we can expect tonight will be coming out of your mouth. 2-1. Swung on, weakly grounded towards short, charging. Galvis gloves it, transfers, throws on the run, and Joseph can't handle a low throw. And Span is going to reach. We'll see how they score that.
That's a problem. Tommy Joseph just is, and I know he's been a catcher, but those are easy plays. That's not a tough play for him to make. Got to make those.
So Span is aboard. And that'll bring up Angel Pagan. You're fueling Victory's keys to the game tonight, Larry.
Play clean defense. That's one.
Check.
But that's a shame. Freddie gets an error on it because it did hit the dirt, but it's a short hop. If he strides out, he could probably get it in the air. Just certainly not a tough play.
Throw over to first, and Span is back with a dive.
But I think the keys is I think Pete McCannon already said it. I think he mentioned it in the pregame. If they get opportunities, they get a pitch to hit up a Bumgarner, they can't miss it. He's not going to make a lot of mistakes. You get a guy with a 2.09 ERA. He's not made a whole lot of mistakes, but when he does, you have to capitalize.
The pitch. Pagan takes a fastball. That's up high. 1 ball and no strikes. The keys to the game, as always, are brought to you by Sunoco. Save 5 cents on every gallon instantly with your Sunoco rewards card. Double play depth on the infield for the Phillies. Eflin set just above the belt. Span leading away. He's not going. And the pitch is just off the plate. Trying low and away, but just missing is Eflin, who went 6 innings against the Giants back on the 24th of June. It was just his 3rd Major League start. He gave up only 5 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. Here's another throw to first. Back again is Denard Span. Pagan hitting .282. Switch hitter from the left side. Here's the pitch to him. 2-0. He swings and lifts it in the air left side. Going out into shallow left. Galvis coming on Goodell. And Tyler Goodell, the left fielder, makes the catch. 1 away. And that'll bring up the former Philly, Hunter Pence, who is just recently back after a lengthy stay on the disabled list. He missed almost 50 games with a right hamstring strain. He gets a nice hand from the folks here tonight. Slightly open stance from the right side. Pence rocking back in the fourth in the batter's box as Eflin turns and throws over to first. Pence with 7 homers and 188 at bats, a .298 average. The pitch just missed, low and away. And a whole lot has changed with Hunter Pence in terms of his stance. Still a lot of elbows and knees up there. He's got the socks pulled up high. His black socks might be pulled just above the knee, the 1-0, and that's in the dirt, blocked by Rupp.
I think Zach a little baffled not getting that first pitch strike called. The first pitch ball called a strike. Well, Hunter Pence, yeah, coming back off the disabled list, but if he stays in his place where he's living, he might have to go back on it.
2-0. That's a called strike, 2-1.
Millennium Towers in San Francisco, a relatively new building that they just find out has sunk 16 inches. I believe it was built in 2008. It's already sunk 16 inches, and it's tilting a little bit.
2-1 the count. Span takes off, and Eflin still comes home, and the pitch is up and in. Boy, I don't know what happened there, but whether Eflin didn't realize or nobody told him to step off, but they had Denard Span.
Tommy Joseph might have yelled, but it was like, step off. You got to let him know. Rupp, whoever, everybody's got to let him know. I mean,
well, it goes a stolen base, so Pence now with a man in scoring position.
Zach was still set when Span was halfway to second base. Still hadn't delivered the ball to the plate.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count fills up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The building is sinking?
Yeah.
16 inches?
Yeah. Well, yeah. But that's in 8 years, so it's still got a few more years left.
3-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Pence swings and pops it up down the right field line. It's slicing out of play. It'll be into the seats. What's causing it, Larry?
Well, they said there was a lot of construction, underground construction, right around that area, and they think that that's part of the reason that it's softened the ground and allowed it to sink.
So it's in no way related to Hunter Pence's World Series ring collection?
Well, perhaps that probably added an inch or two.
3-2. Ooh, just a little bit low. And Eflin just missing on a couple of pitches in that sequence to Hunter Pence. And he draws the walk, so there are 2 on with 1 out.
On this tracker, there's 3 strikes called balls.
Well, that one was definitely low, but.
Yeah, 1 was called. 3.
So there's 2 on for Buster Posey. This has been a big issue for the Giants of late. Much like the Phillies, they just haven't hit well with men in scoring position. The pitch to Posey is in for a strike. Now, Buster Posey is one of those that has kept up the numbers with men in scoring position lately. In fact, he's kind of been the reverse of most of the Giants. He got off to a poor start and has come on of late. 0-1 the count. I'll look back at second. Eflin turns and chases Span back. Joseph at first. Cesar Hernandez shaded towards the middle at second. Freddie Galvis the shortstop. Michael Franco at third base. As Eflin to the belt. He kicks the 0-1. And that's a little bit high. In the outfield, it's Goodell in left. Altair in center field tonight. Jimmy Paredes in right.
9 balls, 7 strikes. First 16 pitches for Zach.
One and one. And the pitch. It's down and away. Well, Eflin gave up 3 runs in the first inning to the Marlins in his last start. Surrendered a 2-run home run to Giancarlo Stanton as a part of that first inning. 2-1 pitch. And that's in for a strike. That, of course, coming on the heels of his 100-pitch complete game shutout that opened the road trip in Pittsburgh. A trip that saw the Phillies go 4-6. 2-2. Swinging a ground ball hit towards second, could be two. Hernandez, trouble getting it out of his glove. They get it out at second, but the throw to first is not in time. Cesar Hernandez just couldn't get a handle on it, tried to take it out of his glove and get it started to Galvis. So they go 4-6 on the fielder's choice.
Well, that's only 3. Let me repeat that. That's only 3 misplays in the first inning.
Well, they're fortunate they're not behind at this point.
Big time.
And they can get out of it. And if they can take care of Brandon Crawford here. Crawford bruised his hand Friday night and did not start the last couple of games of their weekend series. Back in the starting lineup tonight. Runners on the corners, 2 down, and the pitch swung on, fouled back out of play. Crawford hitting .269 for the Giants. Nine homers, 63 runs batted in this season.
Well, I was looking at his stats when I was writing them down, like, wow.
0-1 swing and a pop up. Third base side. This will reach the seats. But he has really struggled since the break. Hitting under 200 since the All-Star break.
Well, they came off of what, that 9-game road trip? They were 1-8, or?
And they've gone 4-11 in the last 15 games. Nothing at 2 the count on Crawford. There are runners on the corners, 2 outs here in the first. And the pitch from Eflin. Swinging a bouncer towards first. Joseph reaching for it. He's got it. He's going to run to the bag and beat Crawford there. And that will do it for the Giants. No runs, no hits. There was an error, and there were 2 left by San Francisco. We're going to the bottom of the first. It's the Giants nothing and the Phillies coming up.
AT&T covers over 99% of all Americans.
And South Jersey. The Phillies choose NovaCare, so can you. NovaCare, the power of physical therapy.
Angelo Cataldi, mornings 5:30 till 10 on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Get into the swing with a home run payoff from the Daily News. You can win $1,000 if your player at bat hits a home run, or $10,000 if it's a grand slam. Plus, every selected contestant wins 2 free tickets to an upcoming Phillies game.
And it's easy to play, Scott.
Really is, Larry, Mr. Optimism.
Yep.
Just look at the Daily News for the official entry coupon and play as often as you like. Listen to the Phillies broadcast on 94 WIP or a Phillies radio affiliate for the designated home run payoff inning. And tonight, that's going to be in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cesar Hernandez will start it off against Madison Bumgarner. No score here in the bottom of the first inning, and the left-hander's first pitch of the night is taken low for a ball, as Hernandez showed one. Hernandez coming off a solid road trip, hoping to carry it over at home, where he has hit just .225 this year. The 1-0. Swung on and grounded towards the middle to his left. Crawford can't get it. It's a base hit.
They're on their way.
And it has begun. That'll bring up Aaron Altair. Phillies beating Madison Bumgarner earlier this season in San Francisco. Cameron Rupp hit a big home run off him to turn the game around in the 7th inning. Phillies load as many righties as they can find in the lineup tonight against Bumgarner. But he is allowing just a .203 opponent's batting average, which is the 5th lowest in the league. The pitch to Altair is in for a strike.
There you look at 150 and 2/3 innings coming into this game. He's given up 112 hits and then 36 walks. Still got fewer walks and hits to innings than innings pitched.
Well, 1 pitch, and Altair swings and drives it deep right center field. Pence turns, he looks, and it is gone over the out-of-town scoreboard. Opposite field home run for Aaron Altair. his second of the season, and the Phillies jump on Bumgarner in the first. It's 2-0.
Just got to have a feel, Scott.
I guess, partner.
Or else just be optimistic all the time like I am.
That's another option, I guess.
I guess. I'm not so sure people are buying that optimism stuff.
You just keep rolling with it, partner.
That's right. It's working.
You don't let them take your happiness. Here's Mike Franco. And a pitch from Bumgarner is taken down low for ball 1.
And that was not a bad pitch from Bumgarner. It was down, outer third.
Bumgarner surrendering his 16th homer of the season. The pitch swung on and laced to the left. There's a base hit. That one was a rocket. And Mike Hill with a big turn over at first base, but getting to it is Pagan. He'll fire it back in. That'll bring up Cameron Rupp. Bumgarner 10-6 on the year. 2.09 ERA. That's second best in the league. He, like Pete Buchanan, celebrated a birthday yesterday. He's a little bit younger, but Bumgarner now 27 years of age.
Pete, 29.
The pitch and holding. It's in there for a strike. Nothing in one. Rupp had the big home run off Bumgarner at AT&T Park. Hit it to dead center field. The stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up. He got under it on the infield, backing out. Panic and Crawford. Panic calling for it. Now drifting out into shallow left center as he stays with it and makes the catch.
A little more wind up there than we thought. Well, one thing I just say with Bumgarner, these right-handers, Joseph, Rupp, Paredes on the hitting right-handed, Goodell, he loves to throw that cutter in on their hands, and I don't think it's a bad thing for these hitters every now and then. Just guess with them, try and guess with them, open up one time. Try and take a shot on just opening up that he's going to throw that cutter in there and maybe leave it on the plate too much or leave it on the plate at all and give yourself a chance to hit one out.
Here's Tommy Joseph, former Giants farmhand. The pitch, breaking ball, that's down low. Of course, he was the centerpiece in the Hunter Pence trade when the Phillies were in San Francisco back in June. Pence was not on the active roster, but here tonight, Joseph and Pence in the same big league game. Pence coming off, or Joseph rather, coming off a great month of July as he swings and pops this one foul out of play right side. He's averaged .259 with 14 home runs. 2-0 Phillies in the first on a 2-run homer by Aaron Altair. Bumgarner, the 4-time All-Star. 23rd start of the season. 9th career start against the Phillies. Panic shaded well up the middle, and the pitch swung on, popped up this back behind over our heads. It's up into the upper deck. Right back behind the plate. They've got Crawford way over in the hole at shortstop. 1 out. A runner at first. 2 runs home. The stretch by Bumgarner. 1-2. Fisted foul out of play right side. The Giants lefty, 3rd in the league in strikeouts coming into play today. 1st in the league in innings pitched. One and 2 the count. Works from the third base side of the rubber and comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and he missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Short lead for Michael at first. The 2-2. Swung on, fouled straight back. Still 2-2 on Tommy Joseph. Jimmy Paredes waiting on deck. Well, righties are only hitting 207 off the lefty, but left-handers are hitting 184. So Pete Buchanan figuring, why not load up with all the right-handed batters? Joseph giving him a battle here. 2-2 to count. Belt holding the runner at first, and now time is called. The 2-2 again. Tried to check, couldn't hold up. And Bob Davidson said he went around. So a strikeout on a breaking ball in the dirt. That'll bring up Jimmy Paredes. In that game against the Phillies back on the 25th of June, Bumgarner went 6 1/3, charged with 3 runs on 5 hits. Would suffer the loss. It would end a 3-game winning streak against the Phillies that Bumgarner had put together. The pitch. Paredes takes a breaking ball on the outside corner. Jimmy homered on Sunday in Atlanta. That was the only run of the game for the Phils. They lost 2-1. The 0-1. It's up high. Phillies in 4 of the last 6 games before tonight had scored 1 run or less.
That's not enough. That's why they shot out with 2 tonight.
The 1-1 pitch. Up and in. Almost caught him on the front shoulder. Has to jump back out of the way of that one. 2 balls and a strike. Paredes hitting .216 overall since joining the Phils, with the 2 home runs. Bumgarner with a 2-1 pitch, and it's outside. 3 balls and a strike. Two to nothing. Phillies leading it in the first inning. This will be the 20th pitch of the inning for Bumgarner. Franco aboard at first base. Left-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on and ripped deep but foul. A little early.
Yeah, it might have been that cutter in there where you started at the corner and break it in off the plate, and the only way you can hit it hard is to hit it foul, and that's exactly what he did.
So the count is full. Franco will be off with the pitch. Brandon Belt moves behind the runner at first base. Left-hander kicks the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A high fastball. And back-to-back strikeouts will finish things for the Phillies here in the first, who get on the board. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. Aaron Altair with his 2nd home run of the season. And as we go to the second, it's the Phils 2 and the Giants nothing.
It's just a short flight.
First pitch to Brandon Belt from Zach Eflin missing. 1-0 the count. And the pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Franco on the shift goes far to his right, but that's a base hit right back through the box. And Belt is aboard with the first hit of the game for the Giants. They had him on that 3-man shift on the left side, or right side, pardon me. Phillies leading it 2-0. Here in the second inning, it'll bring up Joe Panik. Panik, who's been out with a concussion and is just back recently. I've had a lot of guys either flat out on the DL or just banged up and missing some time. The pitch. The left-handed batter misses outside, but they do keep a 2-game advantage over the Dodgers heading into play tonight. They've been very good on the road, and again, as Larry mentioned, they had a tough road trip their last time out. The pitch down low. That last road trip coming out of the All-Star break, they got swept by the Padres at Petco. They got swept in a 2-game tilt at Fenway Park. Next pitch misses low, and it's 3-0. And Eflin missing on a lot of pitches here.
Not missing by a lot, but they are missing.
And they lost 2 out of 3 at Yankee Stadium. The pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner. This past weekend, they did win 2 out of 3 over the Washington Nationals. Close out their homestand on a high note. Eflin ready at the belt. Here's the 3-1, and it's low, ball 4. So the first 2 hitters here in the second have reached as Eflin trying to put together a shutdown inning, and he's in some trouble once again. I'll bring up the pitcher, Madison Bumgarner. If you think he might be bunting, maybe think again. He has no sacrifice bunts this season.
He has it into a double play, however. 2 home runs, 3 doubles.
See what Bruce Bochy decides to do. They have the All-Star, Eduardo Nunez, batting 9th. Just acquired him from the Twins. Phillies in a step at the corners. We'll see if Bumgarner does square. He's not. And the pitch is taken for a called strike. Bumgarner, of course, one of the best hitting pitchers in the league, especially when it comes to power. He's got 2 homers already this season, 2 homers and 3 doubles.
Bochy used him at pinch hit Sunday. He hit a double off the wall.
The pitch hits a little bit low for a ball.
And I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, he DH'd in Oakland.
Oh, he batted. They didn't use the DH.
They didn't use the
right.
DH.
He went ahead and hit for himself in an American League park. Right?
Yeah.
1-1. And that's low. The last time that happened was in 2009. Andy Sonnenstein of the Rays did it, but that was because of a lineup screw-up when they handed in the wrong lineup card. It was unintentional. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. To find the last time a pitcher hit for himself when the DH was available in an American League park for real, you had to go back to 1976. Ken Brett did it.
Wow.
Two balls, 2 strikes to count on Bumgarner. Here's the pitch from Eflin. Ooh, just missed.
Well,
I think that's just low.
Yeah, there's been 3 pitches on, or 2 pitches on here that were right at the bottom of the strike zone. They're on the box, but Bob Davidson has called them both balls. So not calling the low strike.
3-2. Eflin ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, no, he did not get a piece of it. Pardon me. Rupp picks it up and puts a tag on Bumgarner, and he is a strikeout for out number 1.
I think Eflin might have taken a little off on with the 2-seamer there. Had him almost like out in front, but that was at 92. That's one thing McClure talked about. Zach Eflin really feels like he's getting the idea and the hang of adding a little, taking a little off of the fastball.
Here is Eduardo Nunez. 2 for 9 since joining the Giants. A trade with Minnesota. He had 296 with the Twins before the trade. Here's the pitch from Eflin. Swung on and pulled deep but foul down the left field line. That thing hits off the facing of the third deck.
American League numbers: 296, 12 home runs, 47 RBI with That's right. 27 steals.
Yeah, 0-1. Swung on, popped up. Third base side, Rupp near the on-deck circle, and there's no play. Yeah, he's fourth in the majors in stolen bases.
Did he put some power with that? The 12 home runs, and that's in Minnesota. Of course, not much different San Francisco. But that's some pretty good offensive numbers to throw up there.
Giants don't have a ton of base stealing speed. Denard Span not quite the base stealer he used to be. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, bounced right side. Joseph has it. Tried to tag the runner in the baseline. He does throw to second and get that middle runner. That is the only out they'll get. Galvis had a sort of a late attempt at throwing to third, but nothing doing there. It'll go 3-6 on the fielder's choice. Again, Joseph coming in, he was playing wide of the bag. He fielded it and tried to tag that runner in the baseline and couldn't quite reach him. So for the second inning in a row, you've got 2 outs and runners on the corners for the Giants. The batter this time is Denard Span. Reached on an error his first time up. And Eflin will throw over to first. Nunez back. And of course, as we just talked about, a threat to go. 2-0. Phillies leading it. Eflin ready at the belt. Here's the pitch. Way inside. 1 ball, no strikes to count. One and 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball right there, and that's in for a strike. 1-1 to Denard Span. During the month of July, the Phillies pitched to a 4.12 team ERA. Since the All-Star break, that ERA just slightly lower than that, but still right at 4, just above. Here's a throw over to first, and again Nunez is back. But by and large, they've been getting a lot of quality starts from the starters. The Giants have had only 3 since the All-Star break.
Oh, my.
The 1-1 runner goes from first. The pitch fouled away. One of the reasons why they made the trade that they made yesterday with Tampa Bay to acquire Matt Moore. They're going to push Jake Peavy into the bullpen. They also added another reliever, Milwaukee's Will Smith, the left-hander, who we believe has arrived, made it here after some travel troubles, but is here and active for the game today. One ball and 2 strikes on Span. 2 outs. 2-0 Phillies lead. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on and popped up. Back of the mound, coming over is Franco. He's there, and he's got it.
Fisted.
So the Giants get their first 2 men aboard, but
Sticking on Sunday, August 14th, with the game against the Rockies at 1:35. All fans will receive a Wall of Fame Fathead, compliments of Toyota. Make your plans now and order tickets at Phillies.com.
Tyler Goodell takes high and wide for ball 1. 1-0 the count. 2-0 Phillies lead it here in the bottom of the second inning. Bumgarner kicks, and the pitch is down and in. A lot of pitches so far for Zach Eflin, but a couple of zeros as well, as the Giants have been unable to break through on the board. 2-0 the count. Bumgarner with the pitch. Goodell tried to check, couldn't hold up. Bottom third of the order. Goodell hitting .203 on the year. Not getting a ton of opportunities to play at this point, but in there tonight with the lefty on the hill. 2-1. Swing and a ground ball, hard hit to third. Nunez bobbles it, stays with it, throws high and wide, and Belt has to go get it in foul territory. Well, that is one drawback with Nunez that wasn't the case with Matt Duffy, and that's the defense at third. Duffy was the man they traded to Tampa Bay, and Nunez brings a little more with the bat, but is a little more unpredictable with the glove.
Yep. Matt Duffy, when the guy he traded, I'm just talking to Kruko and Kuiper, the TV team, broadcast team for the Giants, and they were sorry to see Matt Duffy go. They really liked him. I liked what I saw of him last year.
So Goodell is aboard to start things. His team with an error now. That'll bring up Freddie Galvis. Galvis, who has struggled against left-handed pitching all season, but has started to come around a little bit. He takes a called strike. Freddie, 5 for his last 12 against lefties. Double play depth on the infield. The 0-1. He swings and drives it to left. Coming off for Pagan, and that thing knuckling on him a little bit. He wasn't sure how to read it. Had to make kind of a basket catch, and see him looking over at Denard Span and gave the knuckleball sign there as that thing was dancing around a bit on him. That'll bring up Zach Eflin. Eflin, who has done a nice job swinging the bat. 4 for 19 at the plate. Looks to be bunting here. He does not have a sacrifice yet, and I stand corrected. He takes down and in. We saw the other day the Phillies decided to have Jared Eichhoff swing away with 2 men aboard. He shortened, pulled the bat back, and then went and took a full swing, and that was by design, but he hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Throw over to first, and Eflin does not shorten up. Just a casual toss that way. The runner is back in plenty of time.
He can swing the bat a little bit.
2-0. Phillies are leading it. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss. 1-1 the count. Ball and a strike to count. And the pitch. Swings and hits a dribbler foul. It's 1-2. You know, one of the reasons for this, thinking for Pete Buchanan, has been he's got some pitchers that can swing the bat.
Yep.
And might be a little more accomplished swinging than they would be bunting. 1-2 pitch. Breaking balls outside. Flip side of that argument would be that you've got a 2-0 lead already. You bunt him over, move him to the scoring position, and take one crack at it with a hot hitter in Hernandez. They're trying to tack on to the lead. 2-2 to count. The pitch. Swing and a bouncer foul. Third base side. At this point, just go for broke. Start the runner, hit and run.
Yep, do it all.
Yeah. Two. Curve and it missed outside. The count goes full. 3-2. And again, if you're not comfortable, you know, if it's not a sure thing, you know your guy's going to get the bunt down and move him over, then maybe it isn't the best play.
Right.
Yeah. 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Third strikeout for Bumgarner. And that leadoff error hasn't moved. I'll bring up Cesar Hernandez.
Well, a lot of times you get the pitcher up there, doesn't get the guy to second, or whether it's a pitcher or not, with 2 outs. Seems like you see a lot of times the next hitter will come up and get a base hit.
And it's a bunt, and it's deadened out in front of third. Nunez coming in, throws to first, not in time, so it's a bunt base hit. And that'll put 2 men aboard for Aaron Altair, who homered his last time up. And Hernandez 2 for 2 thus far. Altair hit a home run over the out-of-town scoreboard in right center field.
Boy, and I've got to be honest, when that ball was hit, I didn't think it was going.
Right off the bat, I didn't, and then I don't think Pence thought so right away, but then he suddenly turned, and at first it looked like he was preparing to play it off the wall. Here's the pitch, and he takes fastball for a strike.
Wow.
Oh, and 1 the count. That home run snapped an 0 for 9 streak for Altair. The pitch. And it's upstairs. Aaron making his home debut, of course. Spent the year on the disabled list. Was activated when the Phillies set out on the road. We're in Atlanta. .243 average here in 22 games. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul ball straight back.
Had a rip at that one.
One ball, 2 strikes, the count. Goodell is at second base. Hernandez at first. Phillies up 2-0. Bumgarner, a high set. Here's the pitch. Inside. Almost caught him on that front elbow.
Wait, a lot of stuff in here to Altair. I think he's going to try and drop that curveball in the outside corner. Thought he was going to do it there, but came back in again.
Two the count. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away.
Another fastball.
Two balls and 2 strikes. 40 pitches for Bumgarner. We're in the second inning.
Both pitchers, a lot of pitches.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on, line into left field. There's a base hit. Goodell around third. He is going to score, and Aaron Altair is 2 for 2 with 3 runs batted in as the Phillies take a 3-0 lead over Bumgarner and the Giants.
That is just the 10th hit that Bumgarner has allowed with the man in scoring position. His last 16 starts are just 10 for 68 off of him with 2 outs and a man in scoring position his last 16 starts. But Altair gets him this time.
So they make him pay for the error that started this inning. As Goodell comes around to score, still 2 men aboard, and here's Michael Franco, who had a hard single to left his first time up. Bumgarner is ready, and the pitch. Curve, and it's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. A good start here for Altair. A homer, a single, 3 runs batted in. Oh, and 1 the count. They play Franco the other way in the outfield. The pitch swung on and laced deep left field. Going back, Pagani turns. It's gone. It's a 3-run home run for Michael Franco. It's his 20th of the year. And the Phillies have 6 on the board. Against Bumgarner, it is 6-0 in the bottom of the second inning.
Moo.
They're resting a little easier right now, Larry.
Yeah, they are.
How about that? Dave Righetti is out to talk with Bumgarner. Bronco with his 20th home run. He's the first Phillies third baseman to get to 20 since Scott Rowland hit 25 in 2001. And it's just the 8th out of the 20 that he's hit here at home.
Bumgarner this year has yet to allow, was yet to allow 5 earned runs in a start.
Here's Cameron Rupp, and he takes a little bit high. Of course, he should be out of this inning.
Yep. Actually, you know what? That won't be earned, will it?
No.
Nope.
One-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off the catcher.
He's giving up 7 runs in one start. That was back his 3rd start of the season at the Dodgers. Most he's allowed.
One and one the count. And the pitch. Breaking ball. That's a called strike. Well, we said you have to take advantage of every opportunity. And that error looming large to start this inning.
Huge.
And the Phillies have cashed in and then some. 1-2 to Rupp. Here's the pitch. Down and in. Whether the runs are earned or unearned, the Phillies do have 6 hits against Bumgarner here in the second. He's only given up 8 once this year. As a curve misses low and away. 3-2 to count. That was in that same game you just talked about. 8 hits in 5 innings.
That game, 7 runs, 4 earned. Tonight, 6 runs, only 2 earned. Nevertheless, it's 6 runs against Bumgarner.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Rupp probably chased that one. It's a good inning for the Phils again. 4 runs in the frame on 3 hits. Nobody left. And we're going to the 3rd. Phillies lead this one.
Phillies uniform and much more. See Phillies.com. Call now for information. 610-520-3400. Hurry, space is limited.
Phillies would like to see Zach Eflin attack the strike zone with a 6-run lead here. He delivers strike 1 to Angel Pagan to start the 3rd. 0-1. That's in for a strike, and it's 0-2. 42 pitches in 2 innings for Eflin. But again, he's up 6-0 as the Phillies have come out hacking against Bumgarner. The 0-2 swing and a miss. He got it.
And one of the things too, and especially with young pitchers, it's kind of a thing between Rupp and maybe Bob McClure, and just saying, hey, still pitch your game. You get a big lead. Doesn't mean you just pump fastballs in there. You pitch your game, but it does if you get down to situations. It does have to dictate a little bit about what you throw and when to throw it.
Here's Hunter Pence, and he takes a strike. Pence walked his first time up. The pitch just missed inside. First of a 3-game set here. The Phillies are home for just 3. Here's a swing and a skimmer out to short. Galvis has this one. Fires it to first in time. And before Buster Posey stands in, let's pause for station identification here on the Philadelphia Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP FM HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by Tasty Cake. Philadelphia's sports leader. And the home of the Phillies. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Buster Posey batting here for the Giants. Phillies up 6-0. Yep, you heard me right. 6-0. The top of the 3rd inning. As Buster Posey Takes high for ball one. 1-0 the count. Zach Eflin against Madison Bumgarner tonight. 1-0. Called strike. 3 runs driven in by Aaron Altair, who's 2 for 2 with a homer and a single. Same exact line for Maikel Franco. Homer and a single and 3 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled into the screen.
Well, here's an example. The first pitch he threw, 92. That pitch, 94. He's a little late on, and that's what Zach's starting to figure out. That's the speed. Just a little bit of change of speed. We watched Cologne do it with nothing but fastballs all game long.
Here's the 1-2 to Posey. Breaking ball, and he's way out front, rolls it foul. Third base side. It ricochets off the railing, comes right out to Roberto Kelly, the third base coach. Makes a nice grab. 1-2 on Posey. Hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. Eflin tried to execute the shutdown inning here. And the 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt.
I think Roberto Kelly was the last guy faced in the big leagues.
Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Should we look it up? Do we need to go to the cloud, or are you sure of it?
I'm pretty sure. But it was in Atlanta.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled away.
And it was in August of '94. I know that.
What do you do?
You have to ask.
The pitch swung on and skied to center. Straight away, easy play. Altair drifting back. He will reach and make the grab. And there is a 1-2-3 inning for Zach Eflin. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Phillies 6.
If you want to be on the field for the show, you can buy field passes at Phillies.com/Chase Rice.
Tommy Joseph starts it for the Phils. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Phillies 6. The Giants nothing. Here in the bottom of the third inning. Bumgarner deals. The pitch is a little bit wide. Elsewhere tonight on the Geico scoreboard, the Mets and Yankees continuing the Subway Series at the end of 3. The Mets have a 2-0 lead over the Bronx Bombers. The pitch is down and in. Marlins playing on the road at Chicago. Top of the first inning, no score there. Washington will be at Arizona later on tonight. The Braves are underway tonight. No score. The 4th inning as they host Pittsburgh. Joseph swings and pops it up. Shallow right field. Drifting out Panic. The second baseman settling under it. He'll make the catch.
Breaking ball, and it was away from him. It was a hanger, but it was away, and Tommy Joseph just a bit out front.
Matt Kemp making his Braves debut tonight. Mike Foltynewicz goes up against Garrett Cole in that one. It's official now, Larry. The wild card race is on. They now print the wild card standings in the daily stat packet as of August 1st. Here's a swing and a ground ball the other way. It'll be backhanded by Belt. And Paredes retired on just 1 pitch, 3 unassisted. American League tonight, Texas on the road at Baltimore. They're playing the top of the 5th inning. And Dylan Bundy facing off against Yu Darvish. The Rangers surging and making a big splash at the deadline yesterday. They got Jonathan Lucroy from the Brewers. He accepted that trade, and he's in the lineup tonight. So is Carlos Beltran, former Yankee, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts already. As Tyler Goodell takes down and in for ball 1. Goodell reached on an error in the 2nd inning on a ground ball to third that Nunez threw away.
He is the only player besides the top 3 in the lineup to get on base. Top 3 in the lineup are 6 for 6.
1-0 pitch. And Goodell takes the strike.
That was after the series in Atlanta where the top 3 didn't do a whole lot.
Here's the 1-1. Goodell a swing and a foul ball back. Twins on the road at Cleveland tonight. and they've scored 4 against Carlos Carrasco. 4 in the 3rd inning. They have a 4-0 lead. Dozier and Kepler have homered. Kepler's gone crazy here of late with the long ball. One, two. Just missed the outside corner. Cardinals in Cincinnati. Adam Wainwright on the mound. He's also doing some damage at the plate. He's homered tonight, his 2nd of the year. Bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 1-1 game between the Cardinals and Reds.
Well, Bumgarner wanted that last pitch. It looked like a pretty good pitch. Tom Davidson, though, not calling the low strike.
2-2. Adele takes, low and away, and it's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This will be pitch number 60 for Madison Bumgarner, who trails 6-0 in the 3rd inning. Payoff pitch. Swung on, hit sharply to the shortstop. Crawford scoops it up, spins around, throws to first. A little offline, but Belt with a nice grab. And the side is retired. There's a 1-2-3 inning for Bumgarner, his first of the night.
With Phillies.com.
Brad,
it's a nice statue.
It is. It's
really
very nice.
Did a great job on it.
Brandon Crawford takes the first pitch from Zach Eflin outside, ball 1. Just to clarify, you're not going to take the actual statue home with you.
No.
A replica, and it's really nice.
I didn't bring the pickup.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back goes Paredes. He'll just look up, and that ball is long gone. About 15 rows back into the right field seats over the National League scoreboard. Brandon Crawford has gotten the Giants on the board. His 10th home run of the year, and it's 6-1.
It's almost like a cutter, but in throwing it inside, Rupp kind of gave it a little bit of a high target and basically threw it there, but it was a pitch that Belt really liked. Crawford.
I was going to say, Belt did like it too, but as he stands in and takes the first pitch, I bet you Crawford liked it even more.
Yeah.
And it's 6-1. Zach Eflin allowing his 8th home run in 58 1/3 innings of work. And he is a guy that has to be precise, or he will give up the occasional long ball. The 1-0 is fouled back. And some of the home runs he's given up, not much question about him.
No.
One by Stanton in his last outing, and this one here.
But I'm telling you, if you're going to give them up big.
That's
you hate
right.
to give up those ones that just make it over the wall.
And solo homer. There's the 1-1. It's a swing and a pop-up foul, and that one will make the seats just beyond the Giants' dugout. 1-2. Fills in the shift against Belt with Michael Franco on the right side of the infield. Freddie Galvis, the lone infielder between 2nd and 3rd. Belt singled his first time up. The only other hit for the Giants besides the home run by Crawford this inning, as Eflin misses high and away. Brandon Belt has picked up only his 3rd hit at Citizens Bank Park with that single. Takes this pitch low, and now it's gone full, 3-2. He's just 3 for 23 in his games in this ballpark, but guy who was given a healthy contract early in the season. He and Crawford, Posey signed long-term as part of the nucleus for this Giants team. The payoff pitch, that's fouled off to the left. They'll do it over again at 3-2. And it's nice to be signing contracts when you already have multiple rings.
Yeah.
He has 2, of course. Posey has 3, Crawford 2. Here's a swing and a miss, and he's gone. Eflin comes right after him on the 3-2 and registers his 3rd strikeout of the game. There's one away.
Well, and he just threw that ball right by him.
Joe Panik now for the Giants, who walked his first time up. As Scott mentioned, the Giants busy at the deadline as they acquired a starting pitcher and a relief pitcher. And the first pitch to Panik, a called strike in the outside corner. And a couple days earlier, it acquired Eduardo Nunez, who will now take over at 3rd base with Matt Duffy having gone in the trade to Tampa. Next pitch is taken low and away. 1-1 to Panik. But they are a team that they go for it. They also know that it's 2016. It's an even year.
Yeah, really.
The 1-1, low and away. They have won the World Championship in each of the last 3 even years. 10, 12, and 14. So why not go for it?
Pretty impressive.
The 2-1, swinging a pop-up right behind the plate. Cameron Rupp now drifting to his left. In comes Franco, but it's Rupp who will make the catch with Franco standing next to him, and they're 2 away. Ended up near the on-deck circle for the Giants by the time he made the catch. So 2 outs for Madison Bumgarner. Well, when you think about that, L.A., they won 3 championships in a 5-year period. 10 through 14, 10, 11, 12, 13 to 14 seasons. They were the first National League team to win 3 World Championships in a 5-year span since the 1940 St. Louis Cardinals.
Ooh, man.
And they did that during the war years, did the Cards. Here's a swing and a chopper foul toward the Giants dugouts. When I say that, the teams were altered during World War II so that that farm system that the Cardinals were just developing at that point really helped them, as they had replacements for the players who were called into military service. The 0-1. Bumgarner tries to check his swing, but they appeal, and first base umpire Lance Barrett says he went around. And so it's 0-2. Bumgarner in the 8th spot in the order. He's ready. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He's gone on 3 pitches. And Eflin strikes him out for the 2nd time here tonight. 2 strikeouts in the inning for the right-hander, but Brandon Crawford with a solo home run. Philadelphia. Phillies trying to beat Bumgarner twice in the same year.
Not easy to do when it's a team outside of your division.
That's right. You get 2 cracks at it.
Yep.
First pitch to Galvis, and it's over for a strike, 0-1. Freddie hit a liner, sinking liner that was caught by Pagan out and left his first time up. 2 for 13 in his career off of Madison Bumgarner. The 0-1. That one's taken high and tight. Bumgarner turned 27 yesterday, so he shares a birthday with Pete McCannon. Separated by about 4 decades, but same date on the calendar at least. Here's the 1-1. Inside, Galvis skipping out of the way. Bumgarner seems like he's been around a long time. He's still only 27.
It's amazing.
He's accomplished so much in his career, both the regular season and the postseason. The 2-1 swing, and there's a line drive to center. Sinking quickly, it'll fall in front of Denard Span. And Galvis, the leadoff single here in the 4th.
Now, question is, will they have Zach Eflin bunt this time with nobody out?
Well, last time up with 1 out and a runner at first, they did not have him bunt. Eflin studying the signs from Juan Samuel in the third base coach's box. And we'll see what they decide. Eflin without a sacrifice as yet. And his average at 200, as you mentioned, he can swing the bat. He's squaring already. And the pitch bunted right out in front of the plate. It's Posey who gets to it in fair territory, throws to second, and then on to first. Double play. I think he might have actually tagged Eflin. We'll see how they score that, but it is a double play, and just like that, 2 outs.
Well, Eflin stopped after he bunted it. He just stopped.
And then Galvis is going back to first, so he was confused.
Did he think it was pop? He had to.
Yeah.
I guess thought it was popped up.
Eflin bunted it down. It bounced just to the left of the plate, but spun out in front. And they're going to go 2-6-3. I thought he might have tagged Eflin, in which case they still probably would have had to throw it back. 2-6-3 is what they're scoring it.
Yeah.
And so 2 outs and nobody on for Cesar Hernandez. And now the pitch to him is taken for a strike. Cesar's been up twice and on twice, and he scored twice. Singled to left and scored in the first. A bunt single and scored in the second. His 10th bunt single of the season. Swing and a line drive base hit to right. Pence over to get to it toward the line. And Hernandez is now 3 for 3.
And again, that's another run right there. Pitchers can get the bunt down.
Now the little things. Cesar Hernandez was on base a lot in that Atlanta series when you think about all the walks that he drew. He had a couple hits in there as well. He's been on base 14 times in his last 5 games. Aaron Altherr takes the pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. You never know when the camera might be on you, L.A.
You never know.
And I don't know why you'd be looking at the bullpen at this particular point of the game with your binoculars, but
Will Smith is supposedly here.
You're trying to find Will Smith. Bumgarner misses low and inside. It's 1-1. That was quick, L.A. I'm proud of you on that one.
Thank you.
Altherr, big night already. 2 for 2. Couple of big hits. A 2-run homer in the first, RBI single in the second. Here's a pitch, swing and a drive, deep left. Back goes Pagan to the track. He's got room. He'll make the grab about a stride in front of the wall and deep left. Little top spin on that liner off the bat of Altherr, but he hit in the first of 3 between the Phils and Giants at Citizens Bank Park. The first pitch to Nunez is high and inside, ball 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Giants. 6 runs, 8 hits, and an error for the Phillies. And the 1-0 Nunez takes. It's a strike on the inside corner.
Well, it was impressive last inning. Zach Eflin gave up the leadoff home run to Crawford, but then comes back with 1, 2, 3, including 2 strikeouts.
1-1 is over for a strike. It's 1-2. I mean, you get a big lead, and sometimes young pitchers don't know how to handle it, but he's throwing strikes, which he wasn't doing early in the game before he had the lead.
Right.
It's the big lead. The 1-2 swing, and there's a line shot toward right center. On the run out there, he'll drift underneath it, make the catch. And Nunez retired.
It's Thursday at Citizens Bank Business Person Special against these Giants at 1:05. There's a Citizens Bank Pride of the Phillies print featuring Ryan Howard and Carlos Ruiz, free for all fans in attendance. And then after the game, it's Nemours Kids Run the Bases for kids 14 and under. Order your tickets for August 4th now at Phillies.com.
Denard Span steps in. 0 for 2. Did reach on an error his first time up. Freddie Galvis charged with the error, although Tommy Joseph will tell you should have had it over at first. The first pitch over for a strike. It's 0-1. Span, of course, acquired or at least signed as a free agent by the Giants after he had spent the last 3 years in Washington. 0-1 is fouled off at the plate. One of the few Giants, Span, that's been hitting pretty well since the All-Star break. Hitting over 300 coming in. For the most part, they are in a team-wide slump.
Yeah, they've hit some tough times.
4-11 since the break. They had a couple of wins over the Nationals over the weekend that they thought might have turned it around. Here's the 0-2 swing and a soft ground ball to second base. Scooping it, Hernandez. The throw in plenty of time to get Span. And quickly 2 outs. And Angel Pagan to the plate. Phillies just trying to figure out a way to beat the Giants. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games and 14 of their last 18 to the Giants, and hasn't been any better here at Citizens Bank Park.
They had a chance to take this series out in San Francisco and maybe even sweep them, but things didn't go their way. But they played them well.
First pitch to Pagan is taken for a strike. Aaron Nola struggled in the finale of that series. The Phillies then made a great comeback, as I recall, but before all was said and done, they ended up losing 2 out of 3 there. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a bloop behind third. Over goes Goodell, but it'll land in foul territory. Galvis giving it a run as well. But it lands about 5 or 6 feet into foul territory, and it's 0-2. Here in Philadelphia, the Giants have won their last 5 series. The last Phillies series win at home came back in August of 2010. And later on that year, there was another series these teams played.
Yeah.
The NLCS. The Giants won that, of course. The 0-2. Popped foul back over the screen. They won the final game of the NLCS right here in Philadelphia. Already 6 years ago.
Man, where's the time go?
Disappears, I think. Here's the 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
That's my first question. My second question is, where's the hair go?
Down the drain, perhaps.
Yes, perhaps.
1-2 the count to Angel Pagan, who's 0 for 2 in this game. Zach Eflin with a pitch. A uncomfortable swing, but Pagan gets a piece of it to foul it back and stay alive. Yeah, where does the time go? I was asking Mac Attack, the GM of the Phillies. He was a Grateful Dead fan. He goes, no. I said, I still have some of those Jerry Garcia ties. And he goes, oh, yeah, my father had some of those. It used to be the players were saying that. Now it's the general manager.
Yeah.
The 1-2. That's outside. I said, I kind of feel old. Because I am. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Eflin with the pitch. Just misses outside. Again, that low strike that, you got to say this much, Davidson's been very consistent about not calling it a strike. The higher strikes he has called. Up to the players to adjust at that point. Eflin had 85 pitches. He threw a lot of pitches in the first 2 innings. The payoff pitch, swinging a line shot to center. That's going to fall in front of Aaron Alteri. Plays it on a hop. Well struck single. Angel Pagan, no 1-2-3 inning for Eflin here, and he'll have to face Pence.
Just the third hit for the Giants. Go along with a couple of walks.
Now, you know, Pete McCannon wants to get Eflin through 6, so he needs to wrap things up here in the 5th pretty quickly. Pence swings the first pitch, pops it foul off to our right into the seat. It's 0-1. Hunter 0 for 1 with a walk. Just his 4th game back after missing almost 2 months with the hamstring. He tore his hamstring. It wasn't just a pulled hamstring. And surgery. Made his way back, had a setback at one point. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. That's going to fall in right center field for a hit. Around second is Pagan on his way to third as Paredes gets the ball back in. And now the Giants have runners at the corners for Buster Posey. Soft line drive there by Pence, but he muscled it out into right center. So now it gets a little dicey here for Eflin with the dangerous Posey at the plate. Buster Posey 0 for 2 in this game, but he has feasted on Phil's pitching in his career. Came into this game through 30 career games against the Phils with a .403 average against them. First pitch to him. Breaking ball pulled foul behind third. 0-1 to Posey.
I mean, next pitch is going to be number 90. 2 outs in the 5th. That pitch count has got to be more economical.
Especially when you're talking only 4 hits allowed.
Yeah.
The 0-1. That's a strike on the inner half. So he's out in front of Posey. Buster Posey 15 for 44 for his last 44 with runners in scoring position. That's up over 340. Always has been a very good clutch hitter. So Eflin has to work around him. Here's the 0-2. It drops low.
Boy, try another slider. What's amazing is the discipline not to swing at it by Posey. That ball was close.
Posey's back in the batter's box. Eflin with a throw to first, leaning back in his Pence. It's a 6-1 game, but Giants a big swing away from getting right back into it. Eflin trying to prevent that. Big right-hander. With a 1-2 pitch. Misses outside. Might have been low as well. Some of the crowd thought it was a strike. Instead, the count levels at 2-2. Gone at third, Pence at first. The 2-2. Foul back to the screen. Buster Posey, one of those hitters that rarely gives you an easy at-bat. That's what you talked about. He's able to lay off tough pitches. He's also able to foul off good pitches.
It's amazing to see some of those pitches that are close with 2 strikes that he doesn't chase. He doesn't, I mean, not even chasing. They're borderline, maybe. And he doesn't swing.
Eflin with the pitch. That's in the dirt, smothered by Rupp. And now it's full. That means Pence will get a free start at first. Brandon Crawford, who hit the home run his last time up, is on deck. Bullpen right now for the Phils quiet as Eflin will throw his 95th pitch of the game.
The 23rd pitch this inning.
He's hoping to make it a good one. The payoff delivery. Just low, perhaps outside, ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Brandon Crawford. Now, he isn't missing by much, but no. Davidson just not giving that pitch.
Boy, how does he not call that one?
That one wasn't
Posey
low.
Not swing at it.
Yeah, that one wasn't low. I think outside would be the only possibility. And now Bob McClure will go out and have a word with Eflin as he needs to find a way to get Brandon Crawford out. All this with 2 outs. Pagan, Pence, single. Posey walks. They're full. For Crawford, who had a long home run his last time up. Phil's bullpen has people scurrying around, but nobody throwing. So McClure out there right now having quite a long conversation. In fact, Bob Davidson has to go out now to break this up. He isn't having much of an impact in that direction, though, L.A. As the meeting carries on, even though Davidson's been out there on the mound now for a good 15 to 20 seconds. And finally, everyone walks away. Bob McClure with more than a word or two for Bob Davidson there. You think he was in a friendly way saying, hey?
Yeah.
Open that strike zone up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's Crawford. Grounded out to first. His first plate appearance before the home run, his 10th of the year. Last inning. Pagan at third, Pence at second, Posey at first. The first pitch, swing and a miss. 92 miles an hour. Eflin kept that one on the outer half. And Crawford unable to make contact. Brandon Crawford is hit well with runners in scoring position overall this year. 324, although not of late, as has been the case for so many Giants. The 0-1 is high and tight. Crawford 4 for his last 23 with runners in scoring position. That's pretty much since the All-Star break, when the offense seemed to take a turn for the worse for the Giants. The 1-1. Swing and a shot up the middle, out into center field, a base hit. 1 run is scored. Pence is around third. He's coming home. The ball juggled by Altera out in center field. And so both runs score easily. And the Giants put 2 on the board and have now cut the Phillies' lead in half. It's 6-3.
And Zach Eflin has also cut his chances of going out for another inning in half. 97 pitches. He started this inning with 71. 27 pitches later, now Luis Garcia up in the bullpen.
So Garcia just called up today as the Phillies designated Andrew Bailey for assignment. Brandon Belt steps in. And the pitch, swing, a long drive, deep right field, fair or foul? It is a fair ball. It's gone. well back into the seats in deep right field. Brandon Belt, a 3-run home run, and the Giants have come all the way back. It's 6-6. His 12th home run of the season. All of this after 2 are out and nobody on. So Eflin unable to maintain the lead. And the Giants with 5 here in the 5th. Joe Panik steps in. First pitch, swing and a miss. You don't get 6-run leads against Madison Bumgarner very often. You don't expect them to dissipate. That's for sure. The 0-1 is outside. Belt now 52 runs batted in. And he's starting to enjoy Citizens Bank Park more. There's a swing and a pop up to shallow left. Tyler Goodell in underneath it, makes the catch. The inning is over, but the damage quite clearly already done. 5-run score for the Giants.
And they're tied for first place. Citizens Bank, the next time you have a question about money, don't keep it to yourself. Ask a citizen.
Maikel Franco swings at the first pitch from Madison Bumgarner, lines it toward the alley in left center field. Span gets to it on the edge of the warning track. Franco around first on his way to second to go in standing up. 3rd hit of the game for Maikel Franco. He's a triple shy of the cycle. Right. Single in the first, homer in the second, and now a double here in the 5th.
Good to see him hitting here at home.
That's right. He's turned it around now after struggling on this recent road trip where he had been hitting well on the road.
Yeah.
But here at home had not. Off to a good start in this brief homestand. So Franco at second as the Phillies try to answer back after the Giants score 5 in the top half of the inning to tie the game at 6. Cameron Rupp steps up now. The 16th double of the year for Franco. And the pitch to Rupp is low. Ball 1. Madison Bumgarner given new life in this game, at least in terms of getting a victory. Remember, he's only allowed 2 earned runs in this game. The 4 in the second were unearned. But he too working into the mid-70s here in the 5th with nobody out in terms of pitches. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Of course, as we saw back in 2014 LA, this guy can throw a lot of pitches, doesn't need a lot of rest.
Yep.
He was unbelievable in the run to the championship for the Giants.
I don't know, Rupp. I mean, I don't know if he'd hit it right now if you set it on a tee. He's got some pitches to hit tonight, and he's just swinging right through them.
The 1-1. Breaking ball, swing, and a soft runner. Glances off the glove of Bumgarner. Panik has to react to it. Does. Scoops and throws in time to get Rupp. Franco does go to 3rd. There's one away. 1-4-3 if you're scoring. Or even if you're not.
Well, at least he got him to 3rd.
Wasn't his intention, I don't think, as he was fooled by that offering from Bumgarner. Now, Bob Davis goes out to give Bumgarner a new baseball. Brandon Belt, Buster Posey out there as well. They have a little conversation, and Tommy Joseph steps in to try to give the Phils the lead back against the team that he once was drafted by. Second pick of the Giants back in 2009. Infield comes in for the Giants. Joseph 0 for 2, struck out in the first, popped up to second in the 3rd. And the pitch is a strike called. It's 0-1. And he finally gave a low strike.
I don't know what he's calling. I don't know what the strike zone is now.
George Contos throwing in the Giants bullpen. There's a swing and a line drive base hit to center field. Tommy Joseph comes through as Franco trots home with the Phils' 7th run of the game. Joseph, the satisfying RBI single, and the Phillies back on top 7-6. Well, that's an answer.
There you go.
Jimmy Paredes now with 1 out and 1 on. Joseph went down and got that one for his 27th run batted in. And we've been talking a lot about Tommy. 14 homers and now 27 runs batted in. Most of his RBIs have come from solo home runs.
Yep.
It's an RBI single here. Paredes steps in and takes the first pitch high, ball one. He's 0 for 2. Getting the start in right field tonight with a left-hander on the mound. Buchanan stacking the lineup with guys that can swing from the right side. The 1-0. That's down low. A bluff by Posey. Joseph is back in. Tommy Joseph now 5 for 13 against his former club, or at least the club that he was playing in the minors with. When you're in San Francisco, Tommy didn't hide the fact that it was satisfying doing something against that team. Here's Paredes chopping one toward third, charging Nunez. Slight juggle, the throw in time. Close play. Paredes out, according to Lance Barrett, as Joseph moves on to second base. He has had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove. It almost cost him. Paredes looking in now, and the Phillies will certainly check to see if indeed Paredes was out at first. And I think he was.
Looked like they got him.
Boa still on the phone, and now
is he saying challenge him?
No, they're saying go ahead. He was out. So Joseph into scoring position with 2 outs for Tyler Goodell.
I don't know if Tommy Joseph's in scoring position yet.
Well, let's put it this way. He's at second base.
Yeah.
You're right. Tommy does not run well. Will take a base hit toward the alleys to get him home. As Goodell takes pitch high and away, ball one. Tyler 0 for 2. He did score a run after reaching on an error in the second. And 0 for his last 14. And the 1-0. That drops low. 2-0. Freddie Galvis on deck for the Phils. Should Goodell extend the inning. Madison Bumgarner had only 4 runs in his support over his last 3 starts. He's gotten 6 here tonight. Not enough as yet. The 2-0 is low and inside, ball 3. As I was saying, Canto's warming. In fact, he looks to be pretty close to ready in the Giants bullpen. Phil's bullpen has been busy with Garcia. The 3-0. A called strike. A 3-1 to Goodell.
He's got to look for a pitch in his area.
3-1 is inside and low, ball 4. Bumgarner loses Goodell, so now he'll face Galvis, or he'll face him if Bruce Bochy allows him to.
I think they'll keep Bumgarner out there at least for Galvis, hit him from the right side.
It appears that is the case. Freddie 1 for 2. He singled back in the 4th. Freddie hitting down close to 200 against left-handers. Takes the first pitch on the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. He's about 241 from the right side. Yet to homer from the right side of the plate this year. Madison Bumgarner, a look back at Joseph, and the pitch. Swing and a grounder to third. Nunez handles the short out. Takes it to third for the force play, and the inning is over. But the Phillies do get the lead back. A run on 2 hits. 2 men left on.
Luis Garcia will take over on the mound here as we go to the top half of the 6th inning. Phillies 7, the Giants 6. And Garcia has appeared in 39 games for AAA Lehigh Valley. Back in the big leagues after being recalled earlier today. He'll face Madison Bumgarner, who will hit for himself here in a swing and a miss. by Bumgarner. 0-1. First fastball at 95 miles an hour. As Garcia on in relief of Zach Eflin. Only his third major league appearance this season. Garcia with the 0-1, and that's in there for a strike. This is his third different stint this year with the Phillies. Bumgarner's going to go back out there. All's quiet in the bullpen now for the Giants. We trail 7-6. Here's the pitch. And it's down and away.
And it was just smooth sailing for Zach Eflin. Starting that 5th inning, he had just 71 pitches, got the first 2 guys out, but then single walk, single home run.
1-2 the count on Bumgarner, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts tonight. The pitch. Down and away. Two balls, 2 strikes. Now Bumgarner has allowed a season high 10 hits tonight. In fact, the last time he gave up 10 hits in a game, you have to go back to his second start of last year. The pitch is up high. And it's now full, 3-2.
And that's
the breaking ball.
5 innings of work, too.
Well, you certainly don't want to walk the leadoff man, and you really don't want to walk him when he's the pitcher. Three and 2 the count. And a pitch. Low and away, ball 4.
0-2. Started him off 0-2.
So, Bumgarner reaching his 7th walk of the season. He is the tying run. That'll bring up Eduardo Nunez.
And basically, that means in 4 pitches, you can't throw one in the strike zone.
That has been a problem for Luis. In the big leagues, anyway. The pitch swung on, fouled away to the right side.
Yeah, it's been a problem for him in the big leagues, but he's in the big leagues. So you got to figure it out.
0-1. Swung on, popped up, jammed him. Backing out Hernandez at second. He'll make the catch. 1 away. Well, again, his numbers at AAA Lehigh Valley: 2.58 ERA, 35 innings, 43 strikeouts, but still 21 walks in 35 innings at AAA.
You shouldn't have that in A ball.
Here is Denard Span. The pitch. Span takes a strike.
But Luis Garcia is not the only one in the big leagues that has trouble throwing strikes. There's a whole lot of them.
Now time called. Bob Davidson, the plate umpire, coming over, and he's throwing a fan out. He's gone over by the on-deck circle, and it looks like he is pointing to a fan back at the Giants. There's some Giants fans that are all cheering over there. Did he really just go over there to wrist slap somebody?
I'm not sure. But
0-1. Swinging a high hopper towards the bag at second. Charging in Galvis. He's got it. He's going to turn and throw it to Hernandez as Bumgarner hardly running. And he'll be forced out at second base. Looks like an usher has asked that fan to cool the jets a little bit, but he's not been ejected. You know, an umpire can't eject a fan
for just getting on him. No, without bad language.
He's the arbiter, Larry.
Yeah. He's the umpire of the crowd.
And now somebody else is coming over, and maybe they are going to escort him out. It looks like they are. First pitch is down low to Pagan. 1-0 the count. As security coming over, and is going to escort this fan out of the game. Throw over to first. What do you think he said, Larry? Like punch a hole in that mask or something like that? He used one of your favorites, maybe?
I'm a little surprised you do that unless he's, cursing, using foul language. You can understand it.
1-0 on Pagan. Runner at first is Span. The pitch swung on, fouled back into the screen. 7-6. Phillies lead it. Now, generally in a baseball box score, you write down all the ejections. Do we have to write down guy in blue shirt?
Is that his name? A guy in blue shirt.
One and one. And the pitch. Check swing by Pagan. It's a little bit wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that section down there has become much more behaved now.
Yeah, totally. I remember I was covering a basketball tournament when I was in college. It was the old Southwest Conference tournament. And one of the team announcers was ejected from the game by the referee.
Really?
2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit deep. Right field. Paredes back. He turns. He looks, and it is gone. And the Giants have the lead. Angel Pagan with a 2-run home run over the out-of-town scoreboard in right.
Why are we throwing guys inside when we're behind in the count?
It's 8-7 Giants. And the Giants come all the way back again, and this time they take the lead.
Two and one. Let's try something inner half where they're sitting dead red and all they want to do is turn and burn.
Here's Pence, and he takes a strike. So no decision for Zach Eflin tonight, and now Bumgarner with a chance to win it, as he is still in the game, and he'll go back out for the bottom of the 6th. Pence a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, Bumgarner can go back out because he's only got 87 pitches.
Oh, and 2 the count. Garcia ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 runs in the inning on 1 hit. Don't forget the leadoff walk to the pitcher started everything in motion.
2.
Madison Bumgarner back to work, and he now has a lead. It is 8-7 Giants in front. Pitcher spot to lead off, so Taylor Featherston will pinch hit, and the right-handed batter takes a curveball for a called strike. It's 0-1. He's hitting for Lisa Green of Westville, New Jersey. Featherston 1 for 6 since joining the Phillies from AAA Lehigh Valley. Here's the pitch, and it's up high. Giants do have activity in their pen. The Phillies with a pair of right-handers getting loose. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Curve, and it's outside. Hunter Strickland is throwing for the Giants. For the Phillies, both David Hernandez and Edubray Ramos warming up. 2-1 the count. Bumgarner with the pitch. Swung on and pulled foul off the front of the dugout. If the Phillies collect 1 more hit off Madison Bumgarner, that will match the most he has ever given up in a big league game. Oof. And it hasn't happened since September 11th of 2012.
Man.
The last time he gave up 11 hits in a contest. Phillies have 10 so far. Here's the 2-2 on the way. And it's up high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Eight-7 Giants lead. Here's the payoff pitch to Featherston. Swung on, pop foul. This is out of play. Bumgarner has walked 1. He has struck out 4. He has surrendered a couple of homers. 1 to Aaron Altair, 1 to Michael Franco. Three and 2 the count. And the payoff pitch again. It's high, ball 4, and Featherston works the walk. The leadoff man on for the Phils. And we'll pause for station identification here on the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP FM HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by Tasty Cake. Philadelphia's sports leader. And the home of the Phillies. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Well, that's going to do it for Madison Bumgarner. Bruce Bochy on his way to the hill. He's going to take the baseball from the left-hander, who has thrown 94 pitches to this point, but he's walked the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that is the tying run. So Bumgarner could end up the winner. He cannot lose the game. He could end up with no decision, of course. He's given. Right-hander Hunter Strickland is on in relief. It's his 50th appearance of the season. They've got Nunez in at third, expecting a bunt. Featherston leads at first. The right-hander comes set. Hernandez at the plate. The pitch. He does square to bunt and takes low for ball 1. He's got 3 hits already tonight. One of them a bunt base hit. Lisa Green of Westfield, New Jersey. You'll get 2 tickets to a future Phillies game. Hernandez batting for Bill Cliver of Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. As we are in the home run payoff inning, brought to you by the Daily News. 8-7 Giants lead. Bottom of the 6th. Strickland will throw to first, and Featherston is back. Want to know the count.
Featherston has a pretty good lead at first.
The pitch. And it's sliced foul, back and out of play.
Strickland, another guy, he can rush it up there. Fastball at 96.
One and 1 the count. Giants look to turn 2 on the infield behind Strickland. The right-hander set, and the pitch. It's high. 2-1 the count. He's got a 2.88 ERA in those 49 appearances. Opponents are hitting .218 against him. Giants have made some changes to their bullpen over the last 24 hours, including bumping Jake Peavy from the starting rotation and putting him in the bullpen. 2 balls and a strike on Hernandez. The pitch. It's way outside. It's 3-1. And Hernandez, who has been fairly selective of late here at the plate, he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
I think Cesar, when he goes to the plate, he has his mind made up if he's going to be selective or not. And when he is, he generally works a deep count.
Strickland with a runner going, and the pitch is fouled back. Boy, Featherston appeared to have a pretty good jump.
Great jump, and I don't know what kind of swing that was. It's 3-1. It's not like you have to protect. Cesar a little upset with himself, I think, that he went after that. It was not a strike.
So the count full. They give Hernandez the alley in right center field. 8-7 Giants leading in the 6th. The stretch runner goes again. The pitch swung on and missed. Throw down to second is a little bit late. Boy, Featherston, I thought, slipped just a bit getting the gears started, but he's able to get there ahead of the throw from Posey, who has been terrific throwing out runners this year.
Again, another pitch might have been out of the strike zone. The last two pitches, definitely a pitch before was not a strike that he fouled off, and that one borderline.
So stolen base for Featherston, and he's in scoring position for Aaron Altair. Altair 2 for 3 with 3 runs batted in. He's got a home run and a single tonight. He's batting for Ralph Durr Jr. of Reading. Here's the pitch, and he takes a fastball that's in for a strike. 97 on that heater from Strickland. The pitch swung on, fouled away, a little late for that one.
.99 on that fastball, last one.
And at second base, that's the tying run. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 0-2. Strickland gets ahead of Aaron Altair. The stretch. The right-hander kicks and deals, and the pitch swung on, shot down the right field line, but it's going to be foul. Boy, trying to poke one into the corner.
Seen about 4 straight fastballs. You should have kind of timing on him a little bit. Although this one kind of up and in. One thing was true. I mean, if there was any consolation about trying to hit him at 96 plus, 96 to 99, is that it's pretty straight.
No balls, 2 strikes. Posey puts down the signs. Here's the pitch, and it's low. Another fastball. And again at 99 miles an hour. Strickland, 27 years of age, from Griffin, Georgia. The right-hander set, and his 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball that time, and he buries it in the dirt. And Altair stays off it. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Featherston leading at second. Pence very deep in right field. And a few steps over towards the line as they play Altair to swing late. Span not very deep in center, but he's also shaded to right center field. 2-2. Altair waits. Here's the pitch. It's high. Fastball, and the count is full. Bronco waiting on deck, 1 out. Strickland ready. Altair waiting. The righty kicks the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Another fastball. And now back-to-back strikeouts for Hunter Strickland as he tries to get out of trouble and hold the lead for San Francisco. Eighth time this year that Franco's had 3 hits in a game. Happened most recently July the 10th when the Phillies were in Colorado. The last time he had 4 hits in a game, you have to go back to Yankee Stadium on June the 22nd, 2015. Little meeting on the mound. Crawford and Posey both visit Strickland.
The Phillies won the first 3 innings 6-0. The Giants, the last 3 innings, have outscored the Phils 8-1.
Franco, a single, a double, and a homer in his 3 trips to the plate. And a pitch. He takes a fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Franco, who has struggled much of the season at home, came into tonight's game with a .211 batting average here at Citizens Bank Park. Ooh. 3 for 3 thus far. Featherston out at second. Strickland is ready. The stretch, the kick. Here's the pitch. And he takes a breaking ball. He won't chase it. And the count evens at 1-1. Phillies had the 6-0 lead. Giants got a run in the 4th. They got 5 in the 5th to tie the game. Phillies reclaimed the lead in the bottom of the 5th with a run, but 2 in the top of the 6th have put the Giants on top. The 1-1 swing and a high hopper up the middle, and this one is going to squeak through for a base hit. It's going to tie the game. Maikel Franco with his 4th run batted in tonight on his 4th hit of the night. A single to center has evened it up. It is 8-8 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Oh, boy. Well, it was great, as you said, seeing Franco hitting here at home, getting that bat going. Good job by Featherston with that leadoff walk. A good at bat for him. And comes around on that base hit right up the middle.
And that'll close the book on Bumgarner, who gets charged with 8 total runs tonight. Only 4 of them earned, but 8 runs allowed, the most he's given up in a game this season. He gave up 7 runs, 4 earned to the Dodgers back on the 15th of April. 8-8 ball game. And here's Rupp. And Strickland delivers, and the pitch is pulled foul. This will roll up the third base line. Franco winning 2 tickets for Ned Smith of Palmyra, Pennsylvania. And now Bob Price of Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Tell you, anytime the Giants are in town, we have a challenge on. It's a lesson on not popping your peas with Posey and Pence and Pagan. 0-1 the count, and the pitch is up high.
And Bumgarner.
And Bob Price of Pottsville in the payoff inning. 1-1 the count. 8-8 game in the 6th. The pitch swung on, fouled back. Ooh, that got a piece of Posey. Perhaps he'll need a minute.
As Rupp just got a piece of that pitch.
1-2 on Cameron Rupp, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Short lead for Franco over at first. Strickland ready at the letters, and a 1-2. It is high. For the Giants, left-hander Javier Lopez starting to get loose. The Phillies now turn to Edubray Ramos, who is the lone man warming up in the Phil's bullpen. Two and 2 on Rupp. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Strickland ends up striking out the side, but Maikel Franco comes through with his 4th hit of the game. The 2-out RBI single to center has tied it up. And as we
in the order 8 or 9 for 12 with all the RBIs and all the runs scored, actually all but one of the runs scored. Zach Eflin not able to hold it for the Phils, though, as he goes just 5 innings. Bumgarner goes 5+. 8-8 going to the 7th. There's just too much to tell.
Buster Posey takes a ball from Edubray Ramos, and the next pitch a breaking ball, and that just missed. I'm not sure that it missed. 2-0 the count. Ramos a 1-1 mark, a 3.86 ERA.
Bob Davidson, who I think generally is a pretty good ball strike umpire, but
2-0 is fouled out of play right side.
This has not been one of his better games.
Final line for Bumgarner: 5+, 10 hits, 8 runs, 4 of them earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Again, it's the first time he's given up 10 hits in a game since early last season. And it was 1 away from matching his career worst. Here's a swing and a shot up the middle. That's a base hit. Missed out of the reach of Ramos, right back through the box, and the Giants get their leadoff man on. Posey with his first hit of the game. He's 1 for 3.
Well, that was another pitch up around the belt.
Also 2 homers allowed by Bumgarner tonight. The Phillies have homered in 5 straight games against Madison Bumgarner, and in 8 of their 9 games lifetime against him. Since the start of the 2011 season, the Phillies have hit 10 homers against Bumgarner, the second most that they've hit against any other pitcher.
That's remarkable.
12 given up by John Neese. There's a swing and a foul ball back. Who's back in the division? Jonathan Neese back with the Mets.
He is?
You didn't see that one, huh?
No.
Neese for Bastardo.
That's just a change of scenery trade.
Yeah. 0-1 the count. On Crawford. Nobody out. Runner at first. 8-8 the score. Long set by Ramos and time call. You look at the top 5 on the list of guys that Phillies have homered off of. Bumgarner's the only one to not have spent time in the East. At some point. 0-1. Breaking ball. That's in for a strike. And a good one. It's 0-2. Well, Crawford had a solo home run in the 4th inning that started the scoring for the Giants. It was his 10th of the season. Came back around the next time in the 5th inning and had a 2-run single. Ramos with a 0-2. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Crawford fooled badly there. One away. It'll bring up Belt. He tied the game at 6 with his 3-run home run back in the 5th inning. The pitch is a breaking ball that's in for a strike. Belt from Nacogdoches, Texas, was a college teammate of the man he's standing right beside right now, Cameron Rupp. The 0-1. And it's in for a called strike. 0-2 to count.
Well, Ramos has some good breaking stuff. Good sharp slider, a good curveball.
0-2. Swing and a miss. He's also got a good fastball. We saw it right there.
Yep.
And Belt goes down on strikes. That'll bring Joe Paddock to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Walked in the 2nd. 8-8 here in the 7th. Ramos, the high set. He's going to throw over to first. Back standing is Posey, who started the inning with a single. The pitch is up high. Well, you consider that one outing for Ramos in Colorado, 5 earned runs allowed. The other 16 innings as he's pitched in the big leagues, he's got a 1.13 earned run average.
Man.
Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a liner caught by Joseph. Diving to his right, he makes the backhand grab on a rocket off the bat of Joe Panik. No runs, one hit, one left by the Giants. Stretch time here in South Philly. We go to the last of the 7th. It's the Phils 8 and the Giants 8. 10 games. Pittsburgh, Miami, Atlanta. They stop in at home for 4 days, 3 games, and then it's back out on the road to the West Coast. Tommy Joseph leading off for the Phillies against right-hander Derek Law. And his first pitch is a breaking ball that is inside for ball 1. One-0 pitch, and it's down low. 2-0 to count. Law from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Derek Law, a rookie, former 9th rounder, and he's had a good year. 2-0 pitch, swing and a high hopper towards short. Crawford comes in a step, fields it, letter high. Lots of time to throw out Joseph. There's one away. That'll bring up Jimmy Paredes. No decisions tonight for both Zach Eflin and Madison Bumgarner. Giants have lost 6 of the last 8 games that started by Bumgarner.
Well, that's hard to believe.
Including the last 3 in a row.
Oh, he hasn't gotten much support.
Yep. Paredes takes down low for ball 1. The last time they lost 4 consecutive Bumgarner starts in a row, August and September of 2013. Paredes 0 for 3 tonight. Turns around a bat from the left side for the first time. Law into his wide of the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Boy, he was out in front that time.
Change up. Got that big Louis Tiant turn in his delivery. Just basically shows his back to the hitter.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball strike call. 6'2", 210-pound righty. We mentioned he's from Pittsburgh. He grew up there, still makes his home there, but went to college in the Miami area, Miami-Dade College, where the Giants saw him and drafted him and signed him back in 2011. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball right side. Belt's got it. He's going to wave off the pitcher, take care of it himself. 3 unassisted, and 2 up and 2 down. There's been only one 1-2-3 inning tonight by a Giants pitcher, and that was Bumgarner in the 3rd, when he got Joseph, Paredes, and Goodell in order.
Bills have one of their own, also in the 3rd. Well, the 3rd is the only inning that neither team has scored to this point.
It's been a busy night.
Yes,
First
it
pitch
has.
to Goodell is in for a strike, going 1. Law with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a high hopper foul left side. Mets leading the Yankees 7-0. That game in the bottom of the 8th inning at Citi Field. Goodell waiting on an 0-2 offer, and it's on the way. Breaking ball, and it's down low.
If that was his 3-fingered curveball.
That he calls a slider.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-2 to Goodell. Swing and a miss. He got him. And a 1-2-3 inning for Derek Law. We're going to the 8th inning tonight. Crazy 8s. Phillies 8 and the Giants. For the Phillies, Hector Neris pitching the 8th right now for the Phils. It'll be Blanco, Nunez, and Span due up in this inning. And the first pitch to Grecker Blanco is outside for ball one. 241 average with a homer and 18 runs batted in. A career 313 average as a pinch hitter. The 1-0 swung on, popped up. Left field, Goodell comes in now over towards the line. Has to back up a couple of steps on that catch. It's one away. I'll bring up the third baseman, Eduardo Nunez. It was Nunez who committed an error leading off the second inning. It led to, or it was the starting point anyway, of the 4 unearned runs against Madison Bumgarner. Neris, a long set at the belt, and the pitch. It's called strike. 0-1 the count. Nunez 0 for 3 at the plate tonight. The pitch up and in under his chin. He bends out of the way of it. The Giants are getting their most recent acquisition, Will Smith, ready in the pen, the left-hander from Milwaukee, acquired yesterday. The 1-1 swung on and fouled away to the right side. And the count now 1-2.
Tonight's attendance 23,351. 2-3-3-5-1.
1-2. Neris with a pitch. Swing and a bouncer to short. 2 hops. Galvis takes it cap high. That second hop, a high one. But he pulls it in and throws out Nunez. All right. 2 up, 2 down. And now the top of the order, the center fielder Denard Span. Span 0 for 4 tonight. He reached on an error in the first. Here's a swing and a liner into left center field. That's going to be in for a hit. Goodell over to pick it up. And Span keeps the inning going with a 2-out single off Neris. And of course, he's the go-ahead run here in the 8th inning as we're even at 8. Tomorrow to be Johnny Cueto for the Giants. His 13-3 record will be put on the line against Aaron Nola, who is 6-9. A 4.78 ERA. And of course, Nola matched up against Cueto. That game at AT&T Park back in June. And Nola couldn't find the strike zone. Ended up hitting 3 batters. Pitch is a called strike. Cueto had a big lead, then hit Maikel Franco and kind of woke the Phillies up.
Sure did.
Pagan takes a first pitch strike. It's 0-1. Neris, 3-3 record at 2.52 ERA. The pitch just missed outside with a splitter. It's 1-1. Pagan hit a 2-run home run in the 6th inning off of Luis Garcia that gave the Giants an 8-7 lead. The pitch is outside. Two balls and 1 strike. Neris ready. And the pitch. Runner is going, and the pitch is taken for a strike. Rupp with a throw. It is high and a little bit late. Span had a great jump on Neris.
Yeah, he did. Rupp a little slow getting rid of this and the high throw.
Pitch is a called strike, and that'll get the count to 2-2. Rupp out quickly to talk with Neris. Giants 2 for 7 so far tonight with men in scoring position. They've got one right here with 2 outs. Neris looks back that way. Now the 2-2 pitch. Just missed, a little low. Fastball from Neris. The count is full, 3-2. You've got Pence waiting next. That splitter's generally been more effective against right-handed batters than against lefties, and now Rupp will go out and talk with Neris about what they want to throw here. Span a 2-out single to left. A steal of second. And he's in scoring position right now with 2 down. 3-2 the count. Neris ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He went to his fastball and
chased.
The guy helped him out a little bit. And Neris gets a big strikeout to keep it tied. Did get here shortly before the game started. And was activated. And obviously available here, Will Smith from Noonan, Georgia. Smith, the 1-3 mark with the Brewers, a .368 earned run average. Freddie Galvis, first man to face him, batting from the right side. Odubel Herrera moves to the on-deck circle to bat for Neris. 8-8 game in the bottom of the 8th, and Galvis takes the strike. Phillies have Carlos Ruiz, their backup catcher, and 3 lefties on the bench. Howard, Ashe, and Herrera. Nunez into the cut of the grass at third base. Here's the 0-1 to Galvis. Swing and a high hopper, foul, third base side. Freddie, 1 for 3 tonight. All of his at-bats have come right-handed. Smith ready. And the 0-2 delivery. Fastball is low. Freddie last year hit .280 against left-handed pitching.
And it's not been the same this year.
Definitely not.
For whatever reason.
Smith ahead of the count, the 1-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss.
That's part of it. Just the pitches he's swinging at.
37, Odubel,
That ball ends up off the plate, about neck high away. I mean, there's no chance to hit it.
Now Odubel Herrera to pinch hit here against Smith. Left-hander kicks and deals, and the pitch is a strike call. Odubel, who has been struggling of late, out of the starting lineup tonight with the lefty on the mound. He's hitting .283 overall, 11 homers, 37 driven in. 1 for 3 as a pinch hitter. 0-1 the count. Smith ready. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Strike called on the outside corner.
What is it, like 35, 40 points he's dropped in his average since 1st of July, or maybe a little before that, middle of June.
Oh, 2 to count. Here's the pitch. Fastball. High and wide. Odubel looks right back at Bob Davidson. He had taken exception to the previous call. Well, on the 1st of July, Odubel was hitting .306.
Oh.
The 1st of June, he was hitting .319.
That's what I'm thinking. 1st of June.
In fact, on the 6th of June, he was hitting .320. He had a 4-hit game on June the 5th. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 8th. Tie game. And the pitch. Down low. His average against left-handed pitching is now down to .231. Hernandez waiting next. 2-2 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards short. Crawford coming in. He gloves it, transfers, throws, and he's late with it. And Odubel with an infield hit. And the go-ahead run is on with 1 out here in the 8th inning.
Well, you could see with that swing, Odubel really busting it right out of the box as soon as he made contact. He was 2 steps at full speed.
The Giants are holding the action as they're going to take a little closer look on the replay. And Odubel Herrera went diving across the bag and actually almost looked as though his hand
went over
the bag. The Giants don't appear as though they're going to challenge it. Did he even ever touch the bag? He must have touched the bag.
His legs must have, his thigh, I think. But
I mean, he had that beat by a full step if he just runs it out.
Yep.
So here's Hernandez, 3 for 4 tonight in the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right field. Pence going back to the track, and the wall's over his head. Bounds away. Herrera around second on his way into third, and he'll stop there with 1 out. The Phillies have the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. Odubel Herrera tried to go as far as he could go, watching Hunter Pence, whether or not Pence was going to make that catch. And honestly, I don't think Pence played that ball all that well.
No, he actually played it terrible.
And Odubel got all the way to second, was right in front of the second base bag watching. Had a little bit of a stumble coming around the second base bag, but wasn't going to get home either way.
I mean, once you see that outfielder, I mean, he's kind of going back, but once you see his back going against the wall, then you got to go. I wouldn't have made it. He couldn't have scored on it, but right, Pence did not play that well at all.
Well, it's a 4-hit game for Hernandez, and now the Giants are going to go back to the bullpen. We've got another pitching change. Phillies with a chance for the lead here in the bottom. Second and third, there's only 1 out. And Aaron Altair coming up. Romo, who's been hurt most of the season, the flexor strain in his right arm. Missed a total of 77 games. Giants play the infield in. 1 out. Go ahead and run at third. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and he popped it foul back and out of play.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of breaking ball, a lot of sliders from Romo.
And that one hanging a little bit, but Altair missed it. He started the scoring tonight with a 2-run home run of Madison Bumgarner, the first inning. 0-1. And the pitch. Slider down and away. One ball, 1 strike. Altair, in addition to the homer, an RBI single in the second. Infield in all the way at all 4 spots. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Altair, with a man at second back in the 6th inning, struck out. Fortunately, his teammate Michael Franco picked him up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tie game at 8. Bottom of the 8th. Romo ready. And the pitch to Altair. Swinging a high hopper up the middle, a base hit into center field. Herrera will score. Hernandez coming around third. He's going to score. It's a 5 RBI night for Aaron Altair as he has given the Phillies the lead in the bottom of the 8th. It is 10-8 Phils.
Boy, and what a number these top 3 guys have done. Hernandez 4 for 5. Altair 3 for 5. Franco 4 for 4. Mercy.
Altair 3 hits, 5 runs batted in. Both of the runs charged to Will Smith, the newcomer for the Giants. He's on the hook for the loss. And a throw over to first. Altair is back. Still only 1 out of the inning. Maikel Franco looking for his first 5-hit game in the big leagues. He's got his first 4-hit game this season. And a pitch. A swing and a miss. Boy, he was out in front. A little bit geared up there.
Yeah.
No Phillies player has recorded a 5-hit game this year. (10-8) Phil's back in front. Romo's going to throw over to first, and Altair dives back in. Janmar Gomez, who has been loosening up this whole time, ready to pitch the ninth. Throw to first. Altair back again. Oh, and 1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, he's way out in front on that one. And it's quickly 0-2. Got panic almost straight back up the middle of the box. 0-2 the count. The righty stretches, and he's going to throw to first again. I mean, look at these game logs: on again, off again. 1 run on Wednesday, 7 runs Thursday, 1 run Friday, 9 runs Saturday. Next pitch, a breaking ball down low. 1 run Sunday, 10 runs tonight. Man, feast or famine.
Really? You got to figure. You think Bumgarner's on the mound and he's going to get 8 runs. You got to figure a pretty good chance you're not going to win that game against him.
Here's the 1-2. Check swing again. Throw down to first, and he is back safely. And now they ask on the swing, and Franco checked. So a busy set of calls for Lance Barrett over at first. Franco a single in the first, a 3-run home run in the second, a double and a run scored in the fifth, an RBI single that tied the game in the 6th. It stayed tied until this half inning in the 8th when the Phillies score 2. 10-8 Phils. Romo ready. The right-hander kicks. The runner goes. The pitch is taken inside. The throw to second. Not in time. And a stolen base for Altair. Doing a little bit of everything is Aaron Altair. That's one of the things the Phillies were most excited about seeing from Aaron all season is that athleticism. The extra base hits, the extra base power, and the athletic ability to steal a bag, go first to third.
Running, yeah, exactly. Just all around.
3-2, swung on, fouled away right side. He's still alive.
And the defense out there, what he's done there, covering some ground, right field, center field.
Three balls and 2 strikes on Maikel Franco. Romo ready. Here's the pitch. He takes down and away, ball 4. Boy, that just missed.
Mercy, that
I don't
was
know how
close.
you lay off at that, but he did. And Franco's reached base 5 times. Again, he came into this game 0 for his last 17. So go figure. The off day was all he needed.
And think about the way the Phils were playing before the break. They got 4 days off, come back, and it was like they just forgot to hit coming out of the break. Crazy.
Well, here's Rupp, who is 0 for 4 tonight. 10 runs tonight, matching a season high. It's the 4th time they've scored 10 in a game. They have yet to get 11. Here's Cameron Rupp. 2 on and 1 out on the pitch. Breaking ball. Strike called. It's 0-1.
About those top 3, 11 for 14 with 7 runs scored and 9 RBI.
Wow.
That's setting the table, eating and cleaning it.
0-1. Swung on, hit in the air, right field. It's deep. Pence is back to the track of the wall. It is gone. Opposite field, 3-run home run for Cameron Rupp. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, it's his 11th home run of the season. It's a season high, 13 runs across for the Phils tonight as they lead the Giants 13-8.
Mercy.
Well, now the cleanup hitter gets into the act. That's what we were just talking about.
It all got started with the 1-out infield single by Herrera, who busted it out of the box and beats out the infield play.
It's Tommy Joseph, and he takes a called strike. Most runs for the Phillies in a game this year, 13. And, of course, it comes in a game started by Madison Bumgarner. Here's the 0-1. Joseph, a swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Joseph tied the game gave the Phillies the lead in the 5th inning. That was the 2nd of now 3 different leads they've had. 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Romo records his first out. And that'll bring up Jimmy Paredes. And, well, that couldn't set up much better for the Phils, who were going to take Paredes out of the game anyways for defense. And
right.
they'll just double switch him out with Herrera. Won't, of course, be a save situation any longer for Genmar Gomez. But
I got to be serious. I think Pete's okay with that.
Yeah. The pitch is a fastball that's in for a strike. The 15 hits, 2 off a season high. They had 17 hits. Their 9-8 win at Arizona. 0-1 check swing, and he went around, says Bob Davidson. And also they had 16 hits 2 days earlier at Arizona. Of course, here they have 15 hits in 8 innings. Paredes 0 for 4 tonight. Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. Swing and a miss. He got him. Phillies take the lead and then some here in the bottom of the 8th inning as they send 8 men to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th inning. A game that started, or an inning that started with the score even at 8. And the Phillies score 5 times in the inning to do it.
IP.
Top of the 9th inning, and the Phillies with a 13-8 lead here over the Giants. A game that they led 6-0, lost the lead, reclaimed it, lost that lead, tied it up, and then finally in the bottom of the 8th with 5 across, and now Gomez trying to get the last 3 outs. Hunter Pence leads it off, and a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Altair moves over to right field. Herrera, who started that rally with an infield hit, he stays in the game and goes to center field. Janmar Gomez, 3-2 record at 2.77 ERA. The pitch is a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to count.
All these runs should help Wheatrey. The vulture.
The vulture.
Hector Neris.
No balls, 2 strikes to count. Gomez delivers to Pence. Strike 3 called. He got him looking. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP FM HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by Tasty Cake. Philadelphia's sports leader. And the home of the Phillies. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
One away in the ninth. Phillies leading at 13-8. Scott Fransky, Larry Anderson, Jim Jackson with you. Joe Gaines, our engineer, here with the booth. Vince Quinn back in our studios. Phillies trying to take game 1 here with the Giants. Well on their way. Buster Posey, the batter, and the pitch is a strike call. Janmar Gomez has done a nice job as the Phil's closer, 27 saves. His name was linked to the Giants and a lot of trade rumors. Giants' big bullpen acquisition is set to take the loss in this one. Here's a ground ball foul. Third base side. Will Smith on the hook right now in his Giants debut. Buster Posey tonight, 1 for 3. He's walked and scored a run, also singled back in the 7th. The pitch is low. The Phillies came into this game with a .218 home batting average, averaging 2.92 runs per game here at home.
A little more than that tonight.
Just a bit. Phillies' previous high for runs scored in a game here, pitch is fouled away, was 8. This is the 10th time the Phillies have scored 8 or more runs. It's only the 3rd time they've done it here at home.
Ooh.
And if you look at the 20 biggest days from the Phil's offense, 1-2, down low. That's in terms of run production this season. The
right.
20 biggest games, 5 have been at home, including this one tonight.
Wow. Just don't expect that here at home in this park.
2-2 the count. Buster Posey. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground. One hop to Hernandez. He's got it. They throw out Posey, and there's out number 2. Toyota Major League scoreboard tonight. Nationals underway at Arizona. 1-1 game, bottom of the 2nd inning. Mets have beaten the Yankees 7-1. That's a final. All the scores coming up with Jim Jackson on the postgame show. Brandon Crawford, he started the first comeback for the Giants. A solo home run in the 4th inning. That was when the Phillies led it 6-0. It's been a crazy night.
That it has been.
First pitch to Crawford is down low. 1-0 the count. Gomez ready at the belt. And the pitch down low. Well, those cows in Texas, Larry, they're
sleeping better tonight.
They were a little worried earlier. They've had a roller coaster evening.
Should we stay or should we go?
Once you laid out that prediction. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a dribbler foul behind the plate. Two balls and a strike. The stretch. Here's the pitch. Crawford takes. That's a strike called on the outside corner.
Strike away.
Two and two as the Phillies look to wrap up a win here with the opener. The top of the order. A huge night. 2-2. Gomez deals, and the pitch is up high. A 4-hit game from Cesar Hernandez. 3-hit game from Aaron Altair with 5 runs batted in. A 4-hit game with a walk and 4 RBI for Franco. Gomez ready at the belt, and a 3-2 pitch to Crawford. Swung on, fouled away left side.
Now, this has been so much fun. I think we should do it again tomorrow night.
What time?
Let's try 7:07.
Caught you there, huh? 3-2. And the pitch. Down and in. Ball 4. Well, tomorrow night it'll be Aaron Nola on the mound, and Pete Buchanan was asked to, given the way that Jake Thompson has been pitching in AAA, given the fact that Jeremy Hellickson is still a member of the rotation and the organization, does that put any more emphasis on the start for Aaron Nola, given his recent struggles? And the manager said, well, they're all important for Aaron Nola. True. Brandon Belt delivers a liner into right as he swings at the first offering from Gomez. Crawford will stop at second base. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Joe Panic coming up. No need to panic. Phillies up 13-8. But you certainly see the difference with the punctuation mark, the home run from Cameron Rupp.
No doubt.
Giants now with 10 hits on the night. Gomez delivers, and Paddock takes a little bit wide for ball 1. Joe Paddock tonight is 0 for 3. Hit a smash his last time up that was caught at first by Joseph. The pitch. Swing and a dribbler towards third. Franco waiting. He gloves it, steps on the bag, and that's the ball game. Somehow fitting that it ends in the glove of Franco at the end. Huge night at the plate as he has 4 hits. The Giants didn't retire him once. Aaron Altair, though, he drove home the go-ahead runs in the bottom of the 8th, and he drove in 5 total for the game. And the Phillies beat the Giants tonight in the opening game of the series, 13-8.
Well, just what you'd expect in a game between Eflin and Bumgarner. Eflin, who threw very well, other than maybe 2 starts.